All right, here's what the deal is, guys. I am going to download this thumbnail and fix it. I'm gonna fix it for YouTube so I can upload it tonight. Yep, that's the plan. I think Ross sent it to me. Okay, I have it. It looks really cool. You guys will see it soon. All right. Opening that up. I'm gonna close blueprints. That was awesome. Close, hello, close window. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do before I forget? I'm gonna save my notes because I always forget. Save as blueprints notes. Okay, saved. I saved my freaking notes this time, chat. And now I'm gonna change my stream title so that I can work on this thumbnail. And then after that, it will be done. Making a thumbnail. Okay. What would we call it? I'm just gonna call it just chatting. There we go. Done. And by making, I'm not making it. Ross drew it 100%. I will just be simply adding the background color to it. Wait, did he get rid of the background color? What the heck? Oh, he totally did. Wait, Ross, what did you do? You didn't put I liked the background color you put in there. That's fine. Here, I'm gonna show you guys now. Hold on. One moment. I will be showing you in just a short moment. Where's my Photoshop? Here it is. Photoshop. Here we go. Okay. There we go. There. Put over here. Look at this beautiful, beautiful art by RUBBERROSS himself. You see, we created exquisite corpses in Gardic phone, and so that is what this thumbnail is portraying. Oh my god, Giwi, you're still streaming? It's 7:30 a.m. for me, and I'm eating breakfast. Good morning, Doodlemation. Jump scare, what the fuck? Oh, relax. You never saw a monstrosity of all of your favorite YouTubers before? Why don't you grow up? Okay. Ew, why is that color so ugly? Gross. Okay. I think that blue is definitely the color. Ew. Ew. Blue is definitely the color here, I think. Because it'll pop the best. Here's what I do when I'm choosing colors for stuff. I try to see what things look like in terms of value. Wow, this is so crazy. So what I do is I make a layer that's just a hue saturation layer, and I turn down the vibrance like this to see. And I'm like, oh, this kind of all blends in together. Ooh, that's saturated. But yeah, I like to see that, and so that's not super popping. So you might want to do something like, it looks beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Jex Hexy. Jex Hexy. Thank you. Maybe a little brighter up top. I like a nice blue. I mean, I feel like, like this. Like this, maybe? No, I kind of like this other blue better. It's really just how you feel. So I'm messing around with it. Wish I could go back to drawing digitally again, but unfortunately I have broken my dominant hand wrist 7 times! This is literally... inspiring my brain. You've broken your dominant hand 7 times? Are you like a sports player or have a dangerous job? That's so many. Do you draw manually or not at all anymore? Yeah, I guess, okay, so like value contrast isn't the end all be all of making something pop out. Sometimes you can use colors, like these are all warm colors and the blue pops because it's cool. You can try some other colors though. Let's see, like a lime green is kind of too much, I think. Yellow sometimes looks good. This yellow's kind of scary, to be honest. There's already too much pink, so we wouldn't use pink. Could look at it with like a dark color too. This doesn't really work at all. This horrible cobalt blue. Nah, I really think that this is probably the play here. Yeah. Maybe green? Could try a green. Ross had a nice one before. Ross had like a nice, ugh, this is horrible. This looks like a green screen. I chose a really ugly green. That's also a really ugly green. It's a nice green, but make it red. Make it red, but there's like a glow coming off of them. It's like it's too scary. This like horrible yellow. This pops really well. Honestly, this yellow is really intense. I think you would look at it, that's for sure. This yellow like screams at you. I prefer the blue. I agree. I like this way better. But this yellow makes you look at it. It's the most attention-grabbing color. I agree. Good night, Adriana. Sleep well. A little 5:30 a.m. sleepy time. That'll be me soon. Don't want to draw anymore because of how weak my hand has gotten after being hit and ran over several car crashes. Just that LA lifestyle. Oh my god, colorful toast. That's so fucked up. That's scary. How many car accidents? I also live in LA. I haven't had several car accidents that crush my hand, but that's terrifying. I hope that you've recovered okay. That's really scary. I also live here. I don't think we should try to be avoiding those, I think. I don't know. I think this yellow is kind of popping, though. Let's see what it looks like. This yellow is, like, screaming at me. Wow! Isn't that interesting? No way. You would think that this yellow was really bright. You would think this yellow was higher value. This doesn't make any sense to me. This can't be the case. Is that really the value of this yellow? It can't be. That's crazy. Neon yellow, maybe? It's not darker than that. There's no way. This shit's playing... This shit's playing with my brain. I guess it is. This can't be a lighter value than this. What the heck? There's just no way. Hmm. I've been hit by 4 cars, 2 buses, and 1 motorcycle throughout my high school years. But I really do miss drawing, and thank you. I might go back to drawing again someday. I think that there are alternatives to drawing, to like gripping stuff with a gripping a pen with your hand. Like, I think that you can probably draw with your finger on like an iPad or something, and it might be a little bit less stress on your hand. Maybe? Maybe less precise, but I mean, I'm sure you could figure something out, or at least have fun with it. But yeah. The conversion isn't from RGB to black and white. Make some assumptions. Short story is you're right. It is not darker. Long story is color theory, and display systems is a dark science. That's interesting, Asbestos Prime. I just feel like this has gotta be... Okay. This has just gotta be... It has to be a lighter value. Like, look. This is all the way up here. This is dark... Well, I don't know. This is up here, too. I guess this side... The more saturated side of the color square is darker, technically. Interesting. That blob is kind of good looking. Thumbnail sexy? You like it? Well, Ross drew it. Okay, I think I might saturate Giwi a little bit. What's all this? Oh, inspiration. That's cool. That's so crazy. It's fucking with my mind. I think that the blue looks nicer. But I think that the yellow is, like, super attention-grabbing. Colors are weird. These colors are kind of pretty, actually. Actually, this is kind of pretty. Kind of like this. What do we think, chat? Do we like the blue and yellow combined? I feel like this is so... but this is kind of like, aw, you know? It's a little gentler on the eye, but still pops. Maybe this is the answer. Thumbnail colors and design is a very specific science. It's really not about like what looks good and what you like to draw. It's more about like simplifying a concept that people will click on, and also being the most eye-grabbing image that makes people curious. So it has to be visually grabbing, very clear enough to see really tiny on a phone as a thumbnail. So you need big shapes and big concepts. And I think the most important thing is clarity. Second most important thing, tells a story. And then also appeal. So it's interesting. But the colors are definitely meant for clarity and eye catching, I think. It's more marketing than art. Exactly. When I was when Ross, it wasn't really me. Ross is the one who really understands how to do drawn thumbnails, you know, like everything I know about it comes from him. But when Ross and I were kind of like teaching my thumbnail artist Mari Kuhn, who's very, very, very talented. I love her art so much. She has a very anime style, and Ross has a very cartoony style. And I remember we like had to specifically tell her, like, you need to make things really big and the expressions have to be pretty cartoony for our style, or for Ross's style, just so that like it's easy to see in the thumbnail, because it's more important than like the expression. So something that I kind of learned that you can't do as easily in a thumbnail, it's a really common expression that's used a lot. Oh my goodness! Pupper bought 5,000, thank you so much. Pupper bought 5,000, thank you for the tier 1 for 2 whole months. Thank you. So Mari is an animator. Mari Kuhn? She's an artist. Did I say animator? She's an artist for sure. She does most of my thumbnails. Ross did a lot of my early ones. But there's a common anime expression. I'm going to do it temporarily. I mean, I have it on my model here. Like, here. This one. Where you're like, oh. You know? This. Where you like... Well, that doesn't look good, but... multiply. That kind of, you know, where you like... There's like lines and stuff. You like the forehead is in shadow like this. Usually where you're scared or angry or freaked out. Dread. Basically, that's a really common expression to use, especially in like anime style, like cartoony drawings. But it doesn't work very well in thumbnails because it obscures the clarity of the faces, and it's the most important thing is that the faces are pretty readable. So we had to like veer away from using that, even though it's super tempting because it's like a good expression. I'm gonna go in and make Giwi's eyes more red. And by Giwi's, I mean mine. Just so they like they pop more. I really have very little to do with this thumbnail. It's basically done. Ross, like, just make it a little more red. Just a little more red. You want her eyes to be more yellow. That doesn't look good, but multiply. That's a good summary of my attempts at drawing. Okay, if you're talking about multiply layers, they kind of pop off though. Kind of underrated. This is all color. This is Giwi color. Dude, this drawing is so cute. Ross went crazy with it. I'm gonna pump up the vibrance a tiny bit. Just a little bit. Like this. There we go. Oh, that did all of it. I don't want it to be all of it. It's a little too vibrant. But I do want Giwi to be more vibrant. Just the hair a little bit. So I'll put it up here, clip it. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is good. The process is so soothing, not gonna lie. I'm mostly a color guy. I do like color design and stuff, so. Dude, Ross did crazy with the painting and the textures on this too. It looks awesome. So for me, it's just about like pushing the colors around. Blue-eyed Giwi can't hurt you. I would never be blue-eyed Giwi, don't worry. Once I get more of a handle on drawing, I want to learn to color too. I think that that's definitely possible. And you should. It's fun. I could have moved this over here long ago. Yeah, I think this is good. I like this. I actually don't even think we need... Well... maybe I'll do a little drop shadow. Outer glow. This is an effect. I think this is... Is this doing anything? It's not doing anything. What the heck? Oh, there it is. I don't know if that really adds anything. No, I don't like this at all, actually. Cancel. So I'll try another effect on the Giwi color and see if that's good. Stroke, inner glow. Drop shadow. Drop shadow. Let's try drop shadow. Yeah, I think... That's pretty subtle. She's a jaundiced girly pop. Yes, I am, but the thing about my jaundice and design is that in thumbnails it doesn't really make sense. There's a couple aspects of my model that I find don't translate super well to thumbnails because they're just overly complicated. And the goal of my videos, on top of having a fun thumbnail and like having people want to watch the video and being fun videos, is to bring people in that are new and appeal to everyone. So I feel like I have a pretty niche design that isn't super accessible to, I would say, like 80% of the people browsing YouTube. I would say that VTuber watchers understand, but like, I don't necessarily want to be like, hi guys, I'm a monstrous woman with a giant mouth in my stomach. You want to watch my video? It's pretty normal though. So I kind of don't necessarily try to highlight anything too unusual about my model in the thumbnail, because I feel like it would filter out people that would be put off by it and then not care about the concept of the video. Your design is dope though. Thank you. I love my design, but I also think that mass appeal is important, and you want to make sure that the subject and story of the thumbnail is more clear and more the focus than your design itself. You don't want your design to be distracting from what's happening. Like here, the monstrous creature should be this fucked up thing in the background. It shouldn't be me, so it's not. So that was a good choice that Ross made. The jaw is just so you. Oh my god, stop! Is Clown Pubes here? No way. Oh my god, hi Clown Pubes. Dude, the day that Clown Pubes says literally anything other than Clown Pubes is a dark day. A scary day. Because it means something is happening. Something horrible and scary is happening. So comforting that Clown Pubes just drops in once in a while to say Clown Pubes, you know? Your skeleton ribcage is top is fire. Oh, your skeleton ribcage top is fire. You should make merch of that. Lilu vibes, top notch. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I feel like it would be kind of hard to make in real life, but I think it's fun. It's designed by my outfit designer, Milky Box Boy, who added it, and I think it looks fucking sick. Milky's awesome. Who only says show feet? Show feet guy? Yeah, but that guy's not on Twitch. That guy's on YouTube. That guy's on Twitter. I once saw them use emotes. It was fucked up. I don't believe you. You're lying. The emotes were their own Clown Pubes themes emotes, but still. I think that that's permittable, because I can only assume that the word Clown Pubes was in their emote title, you know? Anyway, I think this thumbnail is done. Maybe we add a drop shadow to the meat monster of Jaden, Junie, and Ross. What do we think? This folder is just called Flesh. I could add something to this. I don't really think it needs it, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Flesh. Our flesh folder. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, add an effects, and then we will add maybe a stroke around this. That's a yellow stroke. That's interesting. Do we want white? No, white looks bad. Well, let's see. Feels a little flat. Maybe shadow will make it pop. Yeah, maybe like dark, like this, but there needs to be more like... Oh, I don't like this at all, actually. would I do? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Cancel, cancel, cancel. No. No. That's bad. You gooped them. Well, they were already gooped. Let me do this one. I'm not great at these effects. Do outer glow. Spread. Turn down the opacity a bit. Like that? I don't know if this really does anything, to be honest, but it's pretty subtle. Duplicate image and set a new layer to hard mix. No. I just realized the Giwi's model has worm-esque bracelets. Yeah, I do. It was actually, I'll show you guys, part of the design language that Milky designed for this outfit. Because this outfit, I've said it before, is a lot more flowy and curvy and curvy worm inspired than my first outfit. So yeah, these are, and also, do you see like the little dots in the middle? They kind of are supposed to lightly reference the eyes that I used to have on my hands, but phased out of the design because I felt that it was like too much. I'm glad I got rid of the eyes on the hands. I don't miss them. But yeah, there's a little reference to it. Eye of Horus. Eye of... What did you call me? Just kidding. I know what you meant. You had extra eyes? I did. My 1.0 used to have eyes on the hands, and I liked them. I did get a lot of comments when it was a VR chat model, my very first one, and I got a lot of comments that were like, the eyes on your hands are grossing me out, dude. They were very round and bulbous. But they were fun. Does look a bit Egyptian themed. Yeah, maybe. I think it's just supposed to be like curvy, wormy, you know? Anyway, I think I'm done with this. I didn't need to do much to this thumbnail, to be honest. I think it pops well enough on its own. But I'm gonna save it out. I'll save this shit out, and I will post it tomorrow. Well, maybe Sunday, we'll see. But maybe tomorrow. I like how Giwi's face is like, crap. But the others are like, this is fine. Well, yeah. Actually, I kind of want to put a white stroke around Giwi. Hold on. Yeah. I'll add another effects. Color, stroke. I think that... Yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, that looks like shit. What the fuck? What the hell? Where do I put this if not here? Oh, on here, maybe? FX stroke. Maybe this one will work. Nope, it's fucked. Position. Oh, outside. That's what was fucked up. I'm stupid. This is way too big. Why is it offset? Why is it offset? What the hell? Doesn't look good at all. No, that looks like shit, and I don't know why. Weird. It looks like a sticker. Well, it should look like a sticker. Oh, I know why. Maybe because of this. Cancel. I think I fucked this up. I think I put the drop shadow in the wrong spot. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this. It's matte. Yeah, yes, I assumed so. I assume that's true. Is it just me, or is Giwi holding the pen weird? It's just you. The pen looks awesome. Maybe this will work now and be normal. Actually, this is better. Unless it should be outer glow. This kind of pops off the background more. Yeah. I think this makes her pop off better from the meat monster in the background. Yeah, I think we're done. I think this is good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then... Cool. Awesome and based. I think we're done. I'm gonna save this. Save. And then I'm gonna save it as a PNG as well. I don't know what it is, but I love my blue and yellow backgrounds for YouTube thumbnails. There's just something about it, man. I always end up going blue and yellow. If you look at my thumbnails on YouTube, you'll see that it's a ton of blue and yellow. Anyway, it looks great because Ross drew it really, really good. He did an awesome job. The outline can make or break a picture. Yeah. Oh, I'll send this back to him. Okay, we're done. It's 6 a.m. We are done. Alright, let's, you know what? I'm gonna head on back over here. Yeah. We're done. We did it. We're done with all of the stuff that we were supposed to do today. I had fun. I got to play weed game with friends. I learned a lot about all of the things that some should not be eating. Got as far as I've ever gotten in blueprints and finished a new thumbnail, so hey. Well, I didn't. I touched up a really good already existing thumbnail. That was a fun stream. Thanks for hanging out. I know this was a late one, guys. Or early. What the fuck am I looking at? You're looking at the end of a stream, bucko. Good night. I'm heading to bed now, lol. Good night, Axro. Sleep well. Good night, Debbie. Alright, I am eepy. I'm eepy. I'm gonna be raiding you guys over somewhere, but I don't know where yet, so hold on. Let me refresh and see who's live. Probably my European friends. My European friends are probably just waking up. Let's see. Who is awake? Who is awake today? Wow, okay. Everyone is asleep. Everyone is freaking asleep right meow. Europe has been awake. Well, it's still early in Europe. as far as I'm concerned. Oh my god. Okay. Also, guys, wait, before I go to bed, sorry, I'm like losing. I'm actually so EP. Guys, before I go to bed, I will shill one final and last time. This is the last time you can buy, this is the last day my plushie will be, oh my god. This is the last day my plushie will be for sale, as you can see rotating the lower left corner. So if you've not bought it, I imagine, and many of you who have wanted to buy it have already done so. But just in case, I will say one last time, this is the last chance, this is the last call, this is final call for the Giwi plushie. There's about like 12 or 11 hours left before it goes offline, and you cannot buy it ever again. So keep that in mind. Goodbye, plushie. Goodbye. And they ship out in September. So that is how it goes. Farewell, my worm plush. Yes, goodbye. Good night. Mwah. Mwah. Here, I'll say good night to it. Mwah. Good night. Mwah. Sleep well. Is this narcissistic? Maybe. Mwah. Wait. She's going away. But yeah, today's the last day. You guys know. I've said it a bunch of times. Alright. I am going to send you guys over to... Oh! You know what? Siren is gaming today. I'll send you guys over to Sai. Good night. Good night, every worm. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna send you over Siren. Read. Alright. I think she's playing some kind of Final Fantasy or something. Go hang out with Siren. Go give her some worms. Hop in the raid if you want to continue to watch Peak this fine and beautiful morning, and I will see you next time. I might be live tonight, kind of, like late, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I gotta check the times. I'm trying to get on a Gardic phone with Dia Riku, like late tonight. I think it's like, for me, my time, it's like Sunday morning, 2 a.m., late Saturday night, basically, and Saturday's today. I'm not sure when the time is gonna be, but I will ping in my Discord, so I'll let you guys know. Alright, night-night! Bye, guys! See you next time.